What's up, everybody? I'm Major Sync. This is another episode of Ship Talk where we're going to be going over the new Drake Golem Ox, but we're also going to be going over its other variant, the mining variant Drake Golem. So I'm pretty excited for this. I'm a really big Drake fan. I actually own a Kraken, so take that as you will. I'm a very big fan. I love that they offer different variants. We're starting to see a lot different, more variants in the game, and Drake is one of those that are like the Cutlass Blacks, where we see the black, the red, the blue, the steel, and I'm excited that we're getting those in the Golem as well. So pretty cool. We're gonna check it out on the web. We're gonna check it out on the expo hall. We're also going to check it out in my hangar and then go and actually try to put them to use. So I'm excited for it. Stick around and we'll actually talk about different things we're going to be giving away later on in the show. So, hey, let's go. All right, so I found my way on the web and we're checking out the Golem. We have the mining variant right here. It's a $60 value, size 1 mining laser, detachable external ore containers, and accessible Drake build and design. So like when you take off the ore containers, you can actually access its components and whatnot. So pretty cool. I actually have it pulled up where we can check out the Golem versus the Golem Ox. Ship value of 90 for the Ox. One does mining, one does light freight. Same length. The Ox is slightly bigger across the beam. Slightly more height, only by 0.5 meters. Same mass. The cargo capacity of the mining is 32 SCU. That's strictly for the ore containers, and then you have the 64 SCU for the standard cargo. So same speed. Two size 1 weapons. They're different on the missiles. The mining variant has the 1x2 size 1 missiles, and the Ox has the 2x size 1 missiles. So one's got the mining laser, of course, and the other has the tractor beam. So let's actually go and check them out on the expo hall and see how they see how it looks. All right, so I found my way on the Drake showroom. We have the Clipper in the very back rocking the regatta paint. We're going to be talking about that one in a different episode of Ship Talk. We also have the MDC that were newly released on Grey Cat Day. We're going to talk about that one along with the MTC that was dropped this year. And then we have the Drake Golem rocking the Cypher paint, which is a limited time paint, by the way. So if you're possibly going to get this one, I would go ahead and spend the $3 on the website. And you can tell they've done a very good job with this ship. Quickly looking at it, very industrial, very Drake. And one thing we're going to talk about real quick is how I like is you can actually access the components when you don't have the cargo gridded in, which makes for a pretty cool way they actually was able to get those in there. So we're not going to actually sit in the pilot seat until we get to the hangar, but let's go and take care of that now. So let's go to the hangar and then we can go actually fly it and whatnot. So let's go. All right, guys, so I've made my way to the hangar, and as you can see, I have both Golem variants in front of me, but behind me over here, I have a Drake Clipper, and then I have the two Kruger Wolf variants. Be on the lookout for these two episodes. Not sure which one of these will come first or however they fall, but definitely be on the lookout. 3 different episodes. Be sure to give a like, subscribe, try to comment if you can. Let me know what you think of every single variant, whether it's the Golem, the Clipper, the Wolf variants. Not everybody's in the combat, not everybody's in the mining and cargo. So I'm really interested to see what the viewers are actually saying, what they actually like about certain ships. So especially let me know if you like which of the variants of the Wolf you like best. But we'll get on to the Drake Golems here. As you can see, the Drake Golem Ox definitely much wider. I know it said something about 3 meters across the beam. You have the mining variation over here, much more narrow. I think the Ox was like 0.5 meters taller, which I think you can see just a little bit. Really hard to tell. We also have, we have those components that are showing, which I think is really cool. You got the components showing. You can actually hide these two. Close and close. Makes it look a little bit more sleek. Then we have the pods on the mining variation that you can remove and access those components as well. So all look really good. honestly, just everything Drake for me. I'm totally biased because I love everything Drake. So take that as you will. So what I think we're gonna do, I think we're gonna go. We'll do a little bit of mining on planet with the Golem, and then with the Golem Ox, we'll do like a cargo mission. And really, that's gonna be helped to like get a feel for how it feels in the joysticks and stuff. And just really trying to get a feel for how good the ships are. I have flown the mining variation a while ago. It's been a little bit since I've done any mining, so it's gonna be kind of like a learning curve again for me there. But obviously cargo is real easy. So we'll do something where we go and pick up like 6 or 7 SU boxes, maybe a little bit bigger, to try to take advantage of that full 64. But definitely excited to get into it. I think this will be a really cool ship to get a feel for. Kind of reminds me of like an MPUV cargo, like on steroids. So we actually did a video where we actually like flew the Golem Ox into the MPUV of the cargo bay on the Idris. So if I can, I'm gonna try to leave it here. Oh, it's in. It's in. Look at that. Look at that.
But landing gear won't.
What if I go like back in it maybe and then put the landing gear in?
Landing gear goes down quite a ways though.
True. I didn't think about that part. This is where the game breaks.
It's where you blow up.
Yeah, it's like
letting you watch yourself get in like this is your last time you're gonna see yourself.
Oh yeah, the landing gear. There's no way, right? No way.
Do it.
Turn the engines off.
Oh.
It's not happy, but technically fits. The landing gear made it a little too tight. So if you're gonna land it inside there, you definitely don't want to try to like. You just want to like set it on the doors if you can. So worked out really well. Let's actually go do the mining thing now, and let's get a feel for it, guys. Let's go. Alrighty, guys. So here we go. Take off. Actually, turn the game volume down just a little bit. We're gonna bring the landing gear up and spool up, and just for the heck of it, just for scientific purposes, let's go ahead and throttle up and see how fast we can go to atmosphere. Shouldn't be too bad for such a small ship. Mind you, this isn't changing the pips or anything towards the engine, so about to run out of boost. We're at 88, almost 89, so not too bad. And we're almost ready to be able to quantum. So let's go find a place on one of the planets, probably Daymar, and see if we can go mine. Okay. All right, so I found a place on Daymar with daylight. I didn't want to do this in the dark, so we're gonna come down here, just go to the planet and see if we can start scanning here in a second and see if we can come up with anything. All right, so I'm on Daymar. I'm on a sunny spot of the side of the planet. I think I found a rock that I actually mined here, so we're gonna lower the velocity speed to kind of slow me down a little bit, so I'm not all over the place. Landing gear's out already. We got that fracture arm out. Let's see if we can mine this thing. There we go. Finally starting to get it to start to rupture. Turn that laser speed down just a little bit, just in case. Starting to fracture. Probably take it back up. Got a little too far from it. For some reason the velocity speed is moving along with the charge level, so it's making it a little bit harder to do this. All right, here we go. Close enough now. Try to get real close. Helps a little bit. There we go, starting to fracture it. Better bring that laser down just a little tad. Don't want to go too hot, overcharge it. All right, it's holding strong. Got it at a good level. Almost there. There we go. Now it's fractioned into different pieces. All right, so we've started to extract with the extraction mode. Gathering up all those rocks. Starting to fill our pods. We're already at 16 of 32. All right. Definitely gonna keep that velocity speed down. Definitely helps you stay where you're at. My problem is if when you gotta get a little bit closer, make sure you bring that down, and then as soon as you get close, you just bring it right back down. That piece is probably a little still too big. Let's see if this piece over here might be not close enough either, so yep, I think they're both still too big, so go back to try to fracture them. Bring that laser up. Really want to watch that that charge level. Want to try to get it in the yellow. Bring it back down. It's starting to get pretty hot pretty fast. It's getting right in the optimal level. Still bring it down just a little bit because it's still rising. Lower it down. I want it to sit right there in the middle. There we go. Looking good. It's down at 20%. Just about halfway. You definitely have to be careful. You don't want these to explode in the overcharge because it can actually do damage to your ship when you're doing this. All right, that one's done. Let's go ahead and fracture the other side just because we're here. There is definitely a technique to this. So once you kind of get that technique down, it's pretty simple. Bring that laser up to try to help it charge up faster, but we don't want to go too much too fast. So go back down, find the sweet spot, starting to rise at a slow rate. Then we're gonna, once it gets in the optimal, we're gonna bring that laser down to make sure it slows down. We don't want to go too much. Still too much, so we're gonna actually shut it off. Let it do its own fracturing on its own. Hit it one more time, keep it in that level. Almost there. Go ahead and shut it off because it's getting close to overcharging. And there it is, fractured. So I'm gonna left alt and left click. That puts me in that extraction mode. And we're gonna gather the rocks up. We're actually gonna have way too much here, so I think, because we're already close to filling up. We're at 27 to 32. All right, guys, cool. We're filled up. We're actually gonna make some money here, so let's take that back. And actually, I might drop it off at a refinery, but I can do that on the aside from ship talk. So we'll go back to Orson and land this thing, and we'll talk it over. All right, so let's go. Alrighty, guys, got my hangar here. Gonna be landing, and while I was making my way back here, I thought to myself, well, what if we take these ore pods back to a refinery with the cargo ox? So I think that'd be kind of cool. Good way to actually run cargo inside it and then get a feel for how the ox is. But I'm sure it's going to be very, very similar to the way the regular Golem variant is. So could be cool. Let's do it. Right, guys, so I'm landed, and remember to unlock the ports before you can unlock these pods and take them off. So detaching, there we go. There's one. Go ahead and take the other one off while we're at it. All right. Well, this should just lock right in. We'll put that one on that side. Which I think needs to go over just a little bit. Yep. And then we have the second pod. We'll actually have it the aux halfway full here because this will be 32 SCU. And goes on just like that. And technically we could have ran 2 other pods as well. So let's go ahead and go to crew L1. We'll use the refinery station there. And then we'll bring back the SCU back as well. So let's go. All right, so we're in the Golem Aux. We're gonna do a quick little look around of it. Looks very, very cool. Kind of looks different with the pods on there. So people might get that you run like the pods like that, someone's gonna think it's like an extra large Golem variant. So pretty cool. Let's go ahead and take off here, guys. Call my hangar. Let's go. See what this thing flies really well though. So get it in here, put the landing gear out. All right, we've made it to crew L1, the dream station here. Go ahead and back it up, get it pretty close. We don't have to get too crazy because it's only 2 boxes, so pretty easy to unload. Leave it right here. And we'll go unload this, and then we'll find our way to the refinery station. All right, so I found my way at the refinement center. We are going to connect, begin. You select your location, set up work order. We're gonna go with let's go barrel. Let's go the electro. Do that, get quote. That takes 27 minutes. Let's actually look at Gaskin. What's that one take? 13 minutes. So we'll go ahead and confirm that one. There we go. So we're gonna wait the 15 minutes so I can get that barrel, and then we'll bring it back. So you guys don't have to wait that long, so let's just go right into it. So I went ahead and did the barrel onto the ship and got it like stored on there. I'm gonna go ahead and do the titanium ore. We're gonna refine it as well. That should be pretty quick. Let's see what the electro does. That one's even longer, so let's do the Gaskin process for the heck of it. It's gonna yield out 555. You have to divide that by 100. So for every SCU, that'll actually only be like 5 boxes of titanium. Titanium's not really worth a lot, but we're gonna go ahead and grab it anyways since I'm here. All right, so work order complete. You just pick your location. We want the Golem Aux. It's gonna load it for us. Collect, and should be right on our Golem Aux. So let's go back to the hangar and go see if it worked out. All right, as you can see, we're all loaded up. Did it all for us. Pretty cool little load. Definitely not full up, but we're gonna go back and take it to Orison. And we'll finish this off after I unload and go and sell it and see just how much money we made. But it won't be a lot, but it'll be something. All right, so we're here, we're landed. I'm close to the elevator. How about we just clap our hands and just find ourselves at the TDD? Wait, you're still here. Let me try that again. Hey, you made it. So we made it over here to the TDD. The kiosk was being a little bit buggy, but I was able to sell. We made 2,600 for the 6 SCU boxes of titanium, and then we made just over 49,000 for the barrel. than the 19 SCU that we sold there. So we made out pretty good. We made about 52,000 between all the SCU boxes. Probably could have done a little bit better if we had like waited longer at the refinery, but definitely overall like a very good run. So not bad. Let's go. Cool. All right, guys. So we've covered everything Drake Golem. We've covered the mining variant. We was able to use the cargo variant, the Golem Ox, as well. Was able to make some money. We made about just a little over 50,000. So not too bad. Overall, always love Drake ships. Like I said in the beginning, if there was any like manufacturer I had to go for that was like my favorite, I think it has to go Drake. I'm a big Drake fan. It really excites me for what possibly comes in Invictus Week next year with Drake Day, and hopefully they makes a big return. And fingers crossed that since the Drake Kraken is in the works, that maybe we see something really cool there. So overall, though, if you're looking to buy the Drake Golem, whether it's the variant or even the Ox, you're getting a very good ship. You really have to know if you really like mining or not. It's not for everybody. Personally, from what I just experienced and stuff, I haven't done it a lot. I want to start doing like mining more. So maybe if it's not the Golem, I have to move up to like the Prospector or even the Mole. So hopefully in the near future, we can actually talk about those ships. So thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to join our Discords. You definitely want to check out our giveaway page because we actually have a current giveaway happening now for a Drake Golem, not the Ox, but the mining variant. You only got like a couple days left for that by the time I get this video out, so don't mess around. Find me on that Matrix Inc 24/7. We also have the live main channel that you can also follow, where we do giveaways over there as well. So if you're watching, you have never played Star Citizen, definitely use that referral code, and much appreciated. Don't let that go to waste. Right now they have a certain referral bonus, so if you've caught this in time during IAE, definitely use that referral code if you can. So thanks everybody for watching, and until next time.